Wilson Diamond Ambassador from Northern California, and there's a couple different people on the phone right now. There's people that are looking at either joining the challenge or promoting the challenge, and then there's people that have already made that decision to promote the challenge or to start the challenge. And guys, whether you're here just to look at it from a business standpoint, or you're new on the team and you're kind of learning the lingo of really trying to absorb who we are, what we do, and why we're growing and changing millions of lives around the world, this is a great place to come for that information. So who are we? We are Visalis, which literally translated means life, health, and prosperity. We believe that everyone has the right to an extraordinary life that it does not include sitting in a cubicle for 8 hours a day working for someone else. And not that that's a bad thing, but it's not the best way. We've also think everyone deserves better health. So our company is designed a whole line of products to give people healthy choices that are taking money you're already spending on food that is more expensive and less healthy and redirecting it on a healthy option. You know, from meal replacements, you can start the morning off with a shake or breakfast with us, to snacks. We now have 7 different snacks. 4 of them are whole foods. All of them are gluten-free. And then we have 4 different options when you are looking for energy drinks. So I think most of the Americans, most of Canadians, most of Europe does something either in the morning or during the day to get their energy levels up, whether that's coffee, sodas, energy drinks, and we have 4 healthy options, all different lifestyles to help you get going and stay going without the jitters, the crashes, and all the unhealthy stuff. And then coming back again and having lunch with us if you have a weight loss goal. You definitely want to replace 2 meals a day with our healthy meal replacement. Or if you're looking to build on some lean muscle, you just might want to add some more protein to a high protein diet. You know, like my husband decided after losing 60 pounds of fat on his 6'6" frame, he decided to go and build 34 pounds of lean muscle by drinking 2 shakes a day with 3 scoops. So really kind of like 3 shakes a day, but he did them in 2 with egg whites, and a high protein diet, was able to build muscle relatively quickly. So health is something that we take for granted, I think, as a people. I think the level of awareness has been raised over the last, couple of years and is continuing. Looking at all the companies that have sprung up and become companies. I mean, I want you to think about this. 5 years ago, had you ever heard about a Kind bar or a Pop Chip, or, there's literally hundreds of companies that didn't exist 5 years ago. Now, healthy snacks are one of the fastest growing categories. The big companies like Coke and Pepsi are all over it. I just saw a commercial last night for a Dasani water that's carbonated with flavors, it's 0 calorie. They understand that people are aware that they don't want to, they've been, their doctors, the internet, every health advocate's like, stop drinking soda, stop drinking soda, stop drinking soda, stop drinking soda, because they're full of garbage. That the big companies they're not going to just let their company go away. So they're starting to shift their focus, shift their research and development, and give us healthier products that, still taste good and are convenient, but are, going to suit more for the health conscious awareness. So life, health, and then of course, prosperity. And you can do a lot of things to earn income. The most profitable, what was it called? Profession in the world is sales. They're simply the most profitable. And you're like, well, what about Bill Gates? Well, he's in sales. He sells his Microsoft systems to everybody. Steve Jobs was in the sales business, right? So if you think about it, there's a lot of things you can sell. You can sell jewelry, you can sell makeup, you can sell telecom services, you can sell cars, you can sell houses, you can sell mortgages, you can sell insurance, you can sell a lot of different things, right? And one thing I love about this industry is you can truly design your own paycheck. If you're willing to work hard, you can make a great income. If you're willing to work hard and teach other people to work hard, you can make a life-changing income. And that's what I decided to do 4.5 years ago. I joined this company December of 2010 because I saw a few things. I saw that obesity was the fastest growing disease in the world. I saw a lot of people that needed a program, and I saw a program that was so affordable that you literally saved money while losing weight. And I saw the fact that you can get it for free. I saw the fact now that, now fast forward 4 years, we have a 90-day money back guarantee. So if somebody's looking for a program, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to go to a program or buy some stuff off the shelf that had no guarantee. I would want to partner with a company. I'd want to use a program that's so confident in the results that they're going to give you a 90-day money back guarantee. Go down to GNC and say, hey, if I buy this protein powder from you and I take it for 90 days, what kind of guarantee are you going to be that I'm going to be satisfied with results? What if I want to build 10 pounds of lean muscle and I only build 7? Are you going to give me my money back? And they're going to say, no way, right? So guys, we have an incredible program here. And this is something that I am proud to bring to everybody I know. I'm proud to build a team that will, get to new people to help them have life-changing transformations. Some of them on this line, I know Jay Rob's on this line. He's lost, 200 pounds. That's 1.5 of me. What would it be like to just me and half of me and my daughter jumping on your back, carrying you around all day? That's what he was doing. And so, getting involved in getting hundreds of dollars worth of product for free now has changed his life. And, now he's working out more than ever. And so from a prosperity standpoint, we get paid here at ViSalus to help people get healthy and to help other people get healthy. And that's really the long and short of it is, if number one, you need to get healthy, become a customer. And number two, if you want to be healthy and you want to help other people, you can earn a paycheck. If you're somewhere in between, that's fine. We have a great program called our 3 for Free that goes to our customers and promoters that you can just go and help a few people get healthy, and we will reward you with up to $358 per month in free product. Let's quickly calculate because I want to save time. That's $4,296 per year. $4,296 in free product that you can get from us per year as a customer or a promoter. If you are a couple, you can get $8,592 in free product every year. $8,000. Come on, guys. If you make $100,000 a year in income, saving $8,592 off of your grocery bill, your energy drinks, your snacks is a lot of money. People always say, wow, you guys take a lot of products, right? There's Go Shot sitting right here on my desk. We have a pantry full of cereals, infusions, and shakes, and all the ViBites, and all of the cookies, and all of the flavors. And my kids run through there. I find ViBite wrappers, cookie wrappers, empty neon cans all over my house, right? I got a drawer right here full of supplements, right? I can go at any time and grab one of my ViPacks, because this is the way we live, right? And the great news about all of this, guys, is I get it all for free. So let's say you have a child in your house and you have tons of customers. You can go and you can get $12,700 in free product, right? I mean, I want you guys to think about this as a penny saved is a penny earned. Not only that, but you're replacing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of energy drinks, snacks, supplements, breakfast, protein shakes with free product. That's going to make a huge dent in your grocery bill. You're going to get healthy. People are going to ask you what you're doing. And this is the vision of our company, right? We want to change lives. We want to help fight the obesity epidemic by being the largest provider of healthy fast food and giving people better options, right? We want to dominate breakfast and give you more buying occasions for things that you're already doing, which is eating breakfast, snacking, and getting something to give you a boost in the day. And we want to do it through a challenge. So this is our strategy, guys. From a prosperity standpoint, we've created over 50 millionaires in the last 5 years. My husband and I are so proud to be, one of them. $2.5 million in income while raising 3 kids. And when I get started, guys, my littlest one was 18 months, and then my middle one was 4.5. Right? So I had a baby, a preschooler, and my son was 11, a middle schooler. And my husband was still working full time for the first over 2 years of the business. My husband was working 40 hours a week out of the house all day, left at 7, got home at 6, every single day, every day of the week. And I was able to still build this to a 7-figure income. So if you're looking for a way Even if you just could do it part-time, spare time, or like me, I was doing it full-time. Guys, I still could have done this even if I was working full-time, because this is an industry that's built on weekends and evenings, because the majority of the people who want to make side income, who want to make ends meet, they're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, they're doing this at night. We have our parties at night. Now, for those of you who have flexibility, you can travel during the day, you can have events during the day, you can find other people during the day. Like I was able to find a bunch of mortgage brokers and realtors and stay-at-home moms and other people that were also available during the day, to help. You can get creative, but guys, this is something that can be built part-time. It really is. So if you're looking to not only get healthy yourself, you and your family, but help make an impact, that's kind of a no-brainer. We all need to help us get out of this. In the United States, there's 93 million obese people. There's 250 million people who are overweight. There's 100 million people who have diabetes, and it's costing our country 150 million, a billion, excuse me, with a B, billion dollars a year. And we have a crisis. This is no longer, this is like this is getting to national state of emergency kind of stuff. And I think we all need to support each other. And so I'm proud to be a part of this company, will be for the rest of my life. And we're looking for also people who want to change their lives financially like we did, and many, many of the incredible stories on our team. So if you are looking, look no further. Why not? Why not you? Why not now? Why not give it a shot? I made that decision years ago, and it's absolutely changed my life. So for those of you guys at home who have already made the decision, let me get a sip of my really cool green shake. Oh yeah. Avocado, coconut, spinach. Oh yeah, yum stuff. So I'm gonna start the recording for our training segment of this daily power call. All right, guys, here is the training section of our daily power call on May 26, 2015. Diamond Ambassador Tara Wilson. And for those of you who are just joining us, and today I want to talk about one question, the one question that you have to master, the one thing. There's only one thing that if you master this, you can change your life, you can change your team's life, you can find every customer you'll ever need, you'll find more promoters than you can handle, and it will lead you to your next superstar. But before we go into that question, I want to teach you guys a few building fundamentals. So everyone always says, I know I've got my list and it's in my phone, or yeah, I've got 1,000 friends on Facebook, or yeah, I know where my family lives. I could call them anytime, or I've talked to my friends. I'll be honest, guys, when I got started in this company, I had a list, and it was a real list on lined paper, exactly like this. I am so old school. They're all over. Look, look how many I'm going to pick up right now. They're all over my house. Like we literally there's 4 of them sitting right here in arm's length. I'm not kidding. For those of you guys who are on the phone, I'm talking about the legal size Staples or Office Depot yellow pads. They're my favorite things. I love them. I do all my contests on them. I do all my volume, everything. I am on these. So I made a list. And when I say make a list, I mean, you got to make a list of every single person you know. You know your mom. Yeah, well, why isn't she on your list? Oh, I don't know. My mom's really thin and she's fit. She's your network. She should be on your list. Do you have a dad? Yes. Which one is he? He's not on the list either. Why not? Well, I've talked to my dad about these things. My dad's so old school. I don't care. Is he in your network? Yes. Put him on the list. Do you have a sibling? Yes, I've got 2 sisters. What? Which ones are they? Oh, they're not on the list. Why not? Put them on the list. Do you have friends? Who is your best man? Who is your maid of honor? Who do you walk with if you want to go walking? Who do you have lunch with? Which ones are they? Oh, I don't know. See, what people do is they start prejudging about the people that they think are going to be interested in weight loss. So they start having a list of overweight people, which I'm going to tell you there are many reasons people are overweight, but the number one is a lack of discipline. I'll just be honest when I say, if you can't get control of your own body, it's a mindset. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the most active, fit, well-dressed, well-groomed person, because that is a self-discipline that bleeds to all area of your life. I'm not saying that I prejudge. I will put everybody on my list, but I'm just saying, like, I had a guy that every meeting he brought like a 600-pound person. I was like, this is great because I really believe we can help him. But you know, number one, you're looking for entrepreneurs, and that's a mindset, right? So for those of you, we're in weight loss. You have a weight loss goals. And the great words of the late Mark Hughes, who was in Herbalife, he would literally line up his top leaders at their retreats on the beach and walk around saying, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, and you need to lose weight. Not in a mean way, not in a demeaning way, not in a, you know, putting him down way, but guys, we're in weight loss. You gotta live the challenge. I had a personal trainer one time that was obese, and I stopped using her because she was obese. If she cannot get her own body into a healthy state, what makes you, I knew she wouldn't be able to help me. Does that make sense, guys? And so I'm saying this as a little bit of a rabbit trail because I want you guys to have a mindset that your network is everybody you know. Overweight, healthy, skinny, fit, unfit, you know, lazy, motivated, poor, rich, you know, like we'll go down to it in a few minutes why everybody needs to be on this list. But everybody you know, that if you had $1 billion to throw your next party, your next birthday party, and you wanted to do the coolest party ever, and you could fly in people from all over the world that were your friends, how many people would be on that party list? That's who should be on your list. If you know their name and you walk into the room and they smile at you with recognition, even if you don't know their name, that's your warm market. I have people on my list like the guy at the front desk at the gym, the gal that's at the smoothie shop, the girl that helped me at Bed Bath & Beyond. Like seriously, like I sometimes forget their names, but like I remember them or they make an impression on me. And of course I try. Like this right here was on my board. This is an email of a gal that I met at Bath & Body Works. I was buying some soap and she had a great personality. I'm like, look, I don't know if this is for you, but I would love to have you on my team. And she's like, well, what kind of team? And I told her about it. She's like, well, here's my information and give me some, you know, I'm still following up with her. So my point is the second phase of this we'll talk about expanding a list, but everybody you know, like I might let you get away with not having 80-year-old grandma on, but if 80-year-old grandma is up and active and she lives in a golf community, 80-year-old grandma should be on the list. Everybody you know, rich or poor, skinny or overweight, lazy or motivated, young or old, near or far, every person you know should be on that list. Now, through social media and through network marketing, if those of you have any experience in network marketing, maybe you were even just prospected a few times, maybe someone invited you to a makeup party or a jewelry party, on the list. On the list. Any personal trainer you ever used? On the list, right? Anybody that's ever sold you a house? On the list. Your dry cleaner? On the list. The guy that does your taxes? On the list. Everybody you know. You can go to memoryjogger.vi.com to get a really complete thinking of everybody you know, right? Everybody you know. Everybody you know. So first step is make a list. If you don't have one, there is no more important thing for you guys to do today. There's not one more important thing that would out-trump this. If you don't have a list, do not do anything else in your business. Do not watch another video. Do not attend another event until you have your list. Do I have your commitment on that? I'm going to hear a lot of yeses, yes. The most important step when you start your business, like after you got the mindset and you go through the Getting Started training, is make your list, right? Make your list. If you don't have your list, there's nothing that trumps that. Go make your list. Number two, on a different sheet of paper, or if you're really good, and can write, your list, I would leave room on your list for, like, let's say this is Jennifer Black, right? Whatever. And I might leave even 2 lines because I'm going to have notes, talk to, sent video, what date, followed up, sent this, invited to challenge party, sent sample. You might want to even leave a few spaces for any kind of notes, any kind of follow-up. I also have these really great books. Let me see where one is. For those of you viewing on the internet, they're called activity logs. This is a brand new one, so I don't anticipate finding anything in here. But they are really, really good. You can get them at the office or I think I got them on Amazon. They're activity logs. You can, the date, the time, the name, phone number, subject, follow up, and and you can make notes here. I use that. I think the one I'm actively using is in my living room. So anything you can do to make notes. Okay. So first step is list, entire list, everybody you know, everybody you're related to, every single person you know by first name. I hope I've made that abundantly clear. The second list I want you to do is I want you to grab another piece of paper, or it could be the same journal or notebook, whatever, flip a few pages, and I want you to start brain dumping every possible kind of profession or person that could be interested in the products you have. Like, new mom, might need to lose weight. Person who works at the gym or works out at the gym. You can have two columns, people who might want to promote it and people who might be your customer. So you might say a personal trainer, a chiropractor, a nutritionist, a doctor, an internal medicine, a bariatric surgeon, a nurse, any kind of businesses, a small retail owner, like a convenience store, a restaurant, a bar, a nightclub, whatever, a strip club, whoever would sell any kind of protein, meal replacements, snacks, or energy, especially with the new neon. And you might even categorize it: weight loss, fitness, neon or energy drinks, and brain dump everybody that you think could be somebody that it would add to their business and their product lineup. The second thing is, who could be your customer? I mean, literally sky's the limit, guys. Every single person who does any kind of labor, a carpenter, a roofer, a plumber, a landscaper, a truck driver, a night shift person, a nurse, a doctor, anybody who needs to stay awake, right, without crashes and wants something healthy. A new mom might need that extra energy drink to get her through the day, and they're allowed so much, caffeine even when they're breastfeeding, and obviously they're going to check with their doctors. But I mean, brain dump. A college student, a cocktail waitress, a regular a server, a food server, a person that runs a manager for a restaurant. Doesn't matter. Like, put it on a list. Like, who do you know? But I got people that are like, oh yeah, I go to the restaurant, I ask for this, same server because she's got the greatest personality. Like, have you tried to recruit her? If you're so satisfied with her customer service, she might be the best person you ever put on your team. I want to go off on a tiny little tangent right now, and I can't remember which one of the million books that I've read, but it talked about Southwest Airlines. And Southwest Airlines was not doing so great. They were small airlines. It was originally for businessmen back in the 70s that just wanted a fun, like, step away from the office. You don't have to wear the suits. We'll wear Hawaiian shirts. I don't know if you guys remember, they used to wear Hawaiian shirts. And you're going to have a fun time on our airline. You're just going to have fun. And so they created a culture of fun. And then all of a sudden they realized that they were hiring people who already had experience in being a flight attendant instead of going to find people that fit their culture. So they literally stopped hiring people just for their experience, and they went to college campuses and they started recruiting cheerleaders. Like, what does the airline industry have to do with cheerleading? I want you to think about that for a second. This is what turned Southwest Airlines around. This is what made them one of the most profitable airlines in history of airlines. They recruited cheerleaders. Why? Because they wanted people who were fun, who were gonna make the be warm and friendly and excitable to these businessmen who were just bored, tired, and just wanted like an escape from their job, or from, they wanted it to be a fun airline. So they were recruiting people who matched what the profile was, and then they trained them. So have you guys ever thought about, like, who are you? Like, I think of myself, I was a mom, a 40-hour-a-week working mom. I wanted more. I was willing to work hard. I just had a vehicle, and I said no. I was that person who would have said no to you for weeks and weeks and weeks. I said no to my brother and sister, and finally, like, okay, I'll go to your meeting if you stop bugging me, and that was it. And it changed my life, right? So I was that person that said no. I was that person that was unsure. I was that person with no experience, right? But, I fit the profile. So I have to think of, I always think of who is like me. Write those people down. But if you know people that are like, gosh, I have this guy that is a valet at this restaurant I always go to, and he's always the most polite, courteous, fun, energetic guy. Go recruit that guy. He's likable. People will want him. You can teach him how to do what we do. So put everybody on the list. So you got 3 lists. You got your list of your network, your friends, your family, everything. Then you've got your list of people who possibly might want to promote the challenge because of what they do as a profession. Then you have who would want to snack. I mean, I have a friend that came over the other day. She dropped off something in my house. She brought her kids in. One's a college student. Her college student's like, oh, I'm still on the Vicel shakes because she's a promoter that just has been dormant for a while. And she goes, I want to order all of your snacks and your energy drinks, and I need to order the cereal. And now it's like she's a college student. Like, she's a college student. She's like, I need all of this stuff because I am so busy, but I want to eat healthy because when I go through the lines from the dorm, the food there is disgusting. It's unhealthy. Like, start thinking, who is your customer? You know, who is your customer? If you drive past a landscaper every day and wave to him, stop at him and say, hey, I know it gets hot. What do you do for energy? Do you drink Gatorade? Do you drink soda? Do you drink coffee? Hey, can I give you an ice cold, Neon to try? Guys, you got to start thinking as a business owner. Okay. So now let's go back to the question. So now that you have your lists, there are people that literally tell me, and I don't believe it, but they told me they've talked to everybody. I'm like, really, 80-year-old grandma? You talk to 80-year-old grandma? You talk to your mom and your dad? Like, there are people that are like, oh, I've talked to everybody I know. It's maxed out. Great. Whether you've talked to them or not, whether they've all said no, let's assume I have a list of 100 people that I've called, and out of 100 of them, 20 of them became customers or promoters, and I have 80 of them, and they are a hard no. I followed back up to the 3 months later, just wanted to give you an update. I've helped this person and this person, this person, this person, this person. I'm coming back to you. I'm looking for promoters, looking for customers, right? The number one question you can ask people, whether they are a new prospect, and this is not new information, guys. I just was trying to paint the whole picture here because I'm so sick of people like, I don't know who to talk to. Okay? You've called this list before. They've all said no. Why have I never had to buy a lead or go to cold market ever? Why am I not beating the streets every day trying to find people? Because I have learned that network marketing is about marketing to your network, right? If I know 100 people, that's 100 people. Can you see it? 100 people. And they know 100 people. And they know 100 people. That's 1,000,000 people, right? Go out by 200 times 200 times 2 is 8 million people, but just 100 people. So what is the one question that you have to get good at asking everybody to start with? Everybody that said no, and every single stranger you meet when you get into conversation. I don't ever want to hear any single person ever again tell me that they have no idea who to talk to. I'm going to teach you what question that will save your life. Are you ready for this? This is groundbreaking, innovative stuff. Who do you know? If I had $1 for every single time somebody has told me I don't know who to talk to, I would be wealthy beyond wealthy. Who do you know? Hey, I just launched an energy drink. Who do you know that needs energy? Hey, I just launched a cereal. Who do you know that eats breakfast? You're telling me, I'm kind of screaming, sorry about that. You're telling me if you go back to 80 people that said no to you and say, hey, mom, I launched that business. I'm doing really good. Blah, 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 blah. Story. Who do you know that eats breakfast? Well, son, that's a silly question. I eat breakfast. Great. Why aren't you eating breakfast with me every morning then, mom? And if you get 3 friends to eat breakfast with you every morning, you get free breakfast every morning, and it's healthy. And you won't gain 5 to 10 pounds every year like the average American. You'll actually lose weight, get healthy, and be better. Who do you know that eats breakfast? Who do you know that drinks energy drinks? Who do you know that works out? Guys, I think you guys get so caught up in trying to sell everybody that you prejudge and you never even call your list because you're like, grandma's not going to want to sell. Grandma, who do you know that drinks Ensure? Because their doctor said that garbage was good for them. Oh, honey, everybody drinks Ensure. Great. Can you put 5 of them in your living room next week and I can give them an option and you can get your own for free and it's way better, more healthy and diabetic friendly. Who do you know that has diabetes? Everybody. Great. Then I've got a diabetic friendly shake that can give them 23 vitamins and minerals and be a complete meal replacement. And for people that your age, grandma, who are on a budget, that's a really good thing because it's $2 a meal. Oh my gosh, great. Grandma, have them over your house. Who do you know that drinks energy drinks? You're in college. You got a college nephew, a college friend, a friend's son, whatever. Who do you know that drinks energy? My son. Great. Who do you know that drinks Rockstar and Monster every day? They do. Do you want to get it for free? Guys, stop trying to sell, stop trying to think that I've got to close every person on my list. Network marketing means marketing to your network. It means asking every single person, who do you know who works what out? Who do you know who needs to lose weight? Who do you know that drinks energy drinks? Who do you know that drinks breakfast? Who do you know that, drinks protein? Who do you know that's on the go all the time? If you know who you're looking for, then you're going to be able to ask targeted questions. I don't care if you call the same 100 people over and over again. Hey, who do you know that drinks energy drinks? What's new? Oh, I'm launching weight loss. Who do you know that needs to lose weight? Give me one name. Will you give me one name of somebody that either needs to lose weight, who either likes to drink energy drinks, or who wants to eat breakfast? Who do you know? And then call them. Ask for a meeting. If mom, grandma, brother, aunt, uncle says, oh my gosh, everybody wants to lose weight. Exactly why I started this business, Aunt Melissa. Will you put them all in your living room next week? Sure. What time? You tell me. I got Thursday open. Great. 7 o'clock. Awesome. All I needed for you. Do you have a blender? Yeah, great. I won't bring mine. Do you have a TV? Great. I won't bring mine. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see you. I'll bring everything you need. You just pack the house for me. And guess what? I will give you you'll be able to get your product for free if 3 of your friends decide to eat breakfast with us, or 3 of your friends decide to lose weight with us. Guys, never lose sight of the fact that you are working through your network. Now, can you grow your network? Yes. If you have a small network, go make more friends. Go to Meetup, go on Nextdoor, go to a networking group. They are all over. All you have to do is go online and free networking groups in this city, or networking groups in this city, networking groups in this city. You can find millions of them everywhere in every city. I don't want to hear it. Go on Facebook, go create networking groups, go create a meetup, go sit down at Starbucks. There are all kinds of people that don't work during the day, would be perfect entrepreneurs. Go ask people, who do you know? If you guys master that, because I'll tell you right now, I met a gal at Craigslist and she was very unimpressive. This was 8 years ago, my first company. I met her. She was very unimpressive. Didn't like her. She had a horrible attitude. She was questioning me to death. And I just thought, okay, well, I've got this girl on the line. She's interested enough. And I just said, well, who do you know that's an entrepreneur? She goes, I've got one gal. I've got one gal I want you to meet. I went and met with that gal. And that girl ended up building, a huge team and was a 6-figure income in my first 2 companies. A 6-figure income because I asked a question for someone who I didn't really want to work with, but I thought this person probably knows people. So you got that dud. You've got that person that complains. You got that person who's unentrepreneurial. You got that person who loves their 8 to 5 job. You got that person who is just like mindset is in the can, doesn't want to change it. You got that negative Nelly, whatever. Ask them, who do you know? They are your network. Everybody knows somebody like you. Remember, they know you. If they're in your network, you're in theirs. If they know you, they could know more people like you. Get them to connect you. And guys, if you do this, you will never, ever, 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 ever have to worry about where your next lead is coming from, where your next leader is coming from. And get good at this question, master it, get your list today. In fact, if you are brave, if you are ready to take your business to the next level, here's my call to action. Every one of you make your list of potential people who could promote just by their profession, and your list of people who could be customers. You go and snapshot that, put it in the group, put it on your put it in our groups, whatever you don't want to put it on your Facebook, put it in your groups or tag me in it. And I want to see how, and if you really want to take your business to the next level, then this is your call to action. I challenge you to call 3 people every single day, which would be 90 a month. And by the way, if you call somebody they know and they say, well, I'm not interested, guess what you ask that person? Okay, well, great. My aunt spoke really highly of you. I appreciate your time. Let me ask you one last question before we go. Who do you know who blank, 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 blank? Could you give me one referral? And they may give you 1 to 5 names. Say, hey, I'd appreciate 3 to 5 names, but if you just give me one name, I really want to help somebody. Who do you know? You'll never, ever, ever be without a lead. So if you want to take your business to the next level, you will ask 3 people a day, who do you know? You'll get them through the information, and I promise you, you fill your funnel that way, and all of you will make more money than you ever imagined, and teach that to your teams, and that's where the fun starts. So I hope you enjoyed this daily power call. Thank you guys. Signing off. This call is officially a wrap.